Hey there, Tom here from Fibonacci-Traders.com, your daily market recap. Like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the rest of the video. So let's see what's fine friends brought us. Tuesday, February 6th, another day, another super tight price action. Doji, inside candle. Ladies and gentlemen, something needs to give. If bears will give up, we will see above 500 towards the 516. If bulls will give up, ladies and gentlemen, we will see the 484 as a start, and then 480 and 477. Overall, if we zoom in to see the inside day price action, look at this. Monday, Tuesday, nothing, just no price action. This price action, if you try to trade, you will get burned. So stay out, sit on hands, and wait until confirmation to the upside or confirmation to the downside. Look at the QQQ. Sideways move on the daily since January 22nd. More than 2 weeks of sideways move. Bulls are hanging above the 422. Bears are hanging below the 430, breaking above the 430, and we can, with high probability, understand that we are heading towards the 440 and 451. This 422 needs to hold, otherwise we will see the 417. This yellow zone of the FTI version 5 will get retested. By the way, for those who don't know, this is the FTI version 5. Just one click away and you have everything that you need, all the signs, all the signals for future price action. Not lagging indicator. This is the tool. This is the GPS. This is the FSD of technical analysis. Everything. Fibonacci levels, automation, trend lines based on the Fibonacci numbers and the Fibonacci sequence, automation. You have buy, sell signals. You have the green line for long stop losses. You have red lines if, in some cases, you are in short. Everything just one click away. If you want to check it out, check the first comment on this video. Dow Jones price action getting tighter and tighter. Inside candle on the Dow Jones, and as we know, inside candle is the most significant, together with Doji. They are the most significant signals of an indecision in the stock market. So if the stock market, if price action is in indecision state, we surely cannot decide. We need confirmation, in this case from the Dow Jones, long continuation above the 388, going inside this yellow zone. It's the danger zone, it's the no trading zone. We will break below the Dow Jones stop loss, then we need to rethink our longs. IWM, look how the trend lines and Fibonacci level works. In this case, everything the FTI gives us automatically. We don't need to think. Just one click away, we have everything. Support, Fibonacci, the 191 is holding together with this trend line. This trend line holds the higher lows since October. And here, once again, yesterday we got ourselves a doji. Now, let's see if the IWM bulls can stay away from the 187, going back inside the yellow zone. Let's see. Only weekly close above the 198, 199. Until then, the IWM is below the danger zone. MAGS, MAGS 7, Magnificent 7 ETF, still inside this uptrend channel, but 2 consecutive dojis, some kind of a pullback. The 3580 needs to hold. Below it, we will retest the yellow zone as support. Overall, we had a very nice uptrend bull run since beginning of this year. Some kind of a pullback is always healthy. Bitcoin, nothing much, ladies and gentlemen. Cryptoland is asleep. Inside the yellow zone, stuck between the 43,600 and the 42,500 until we will see a significant move above the 45 or below the 42. Nothing much on crypto, nothing much on Bitcoin, nothing much on all this sector. Ethereum trying to break back inside the yellow zone. But as you can see, the yellow zone, as we always say, is the most important zone of support. In this case, resistance for price action. And it doesn't matter which time frame you're trading and what are you trading, whether it's crypto, ETFs, futures, SPY, Qs, Forex, stocks, swing trading, day trading, long or short. The FTI version 5 gives you everything that you need just one click away. It calculates itself on each and every closing candle, and it doesn't matter if you're trading the daily, the 15 minutes, it calculates itself. Everything automation. KRE, let's check what KRE is doing. Hanging strong above the 4660 because the bulls of KRE knows that more than 95% chance if they will give up this area, the 4660, we will see this gap 44 getting filled. Below this gap, we will see the 4160 gap getting filled. Let's talk about the SOXX. Sideways move, hanging above the yellow zone, above the 591. You see the yellow zone? You see the trend lines? You see the Fibonacci levels? The FTI version 5 calculates itself according to what you're trading, according to the time frame that you're trading. It makes our lives much more easier as traders. Because the only thing we want to know is, with the highest probability, where price might be heading next. We don't want any tools or lagging indicators that will show us where price came from. We can see where price came from. We can all look left. The only thing, where price might be heading next. And the FTI version 5 gives us everything: support, resistance, into the future. SOXX, let's see continuation above the 608, and then we will meet 625 and 655 to the upside. Apple is next. Apple inside the yellow zone. Apple is trying to run away from the 180. This 180 is a very important area of support. Why? Because breaking down and under, this massive double top on Apple will get validated and we will see the 167. But now looks like bulls of Apple trying to gain control back. Let's see continuation. Another day or two breaking above the 191, and then maybe we are out of the danger zone. Meta 1% to the downside. Now the 453, 452 area needs to hold. Why? This is the low of the earnings gap candle, breaking below it, and we are heading back to the 428, 430 area, to the yellow zone, going back inside the yellow zone. And this gap, the 20% upside gap, will get filled. Microsoft, inside candle, inside doji, nothing much on Microsoft, moving sideways in the past 2 weeks or so. Long continuation on Microsoft, in my opinion, of course, only above the 415. This yellow zone needs to hold. Overall, Microsoft taking a break. Bulls of Microsoft are taking break. Let's see. We are still inside an uptrend channel above the yellow zone. So for now, Microsoft is in a bull's territory. AMD, another day, another 3.6% to the downside. Now watch this. Look at this very carefully. We had a steep uptrend, pullback into the yellow zone. Bounce, but with a lower high, now back to retest the yellow zone. What do we see here? A double top scenario on AMD, breaking down under and inside the yellow zone. If AMD will close the week inside this yellow zone, somewhere inside this yellow zone, between the 167 and the 153, most likely, with high probability, we will see 145 and 135 on AMD, and this double top scenario on AMD will get fully validated. Shopify, another day, another nothing, just nothing on Shopify since beginning of January. Sideways move. I have an alert above the 83.70 for long continuation, and then we have all the levels and all the trend lines that will show us the way to the north, breaking below this yellow zone, and we will see 75, 73 and back to the 70. Shopify, 6 more days to earnings. Tesla, finally green day, 2.2% to the upside, but one day, one candle, and it doesn't matter how big, how fat, and how strong it looks, does not change the overall sentiment. And what is the overall sentiment on Tesla? We don't need to break our head. We have the FTI version 5 to let us know. Just one click away. Look at this. Downtrend channel under a very strong sell pressure, right? Under the yellow zone, super far from the yellow zone. We are 13% from the yellow zone. By the way, 13 is a Fibonacci number. Ladies and gentlemen, in the end of the day, when it comes to trading, it's all about understanding Fibonacci, understanding the in-depth relationship between Fibonacci sequence, Fibonacci numbers, Fibonacci levels, Fibonacci trend lines, and of course, candlestick analysis. Candlestick analysis, candlestick. Okay? Bars, candlestick, line chart, pure price action. This is the language of the market. This is the language the market speaks. And if we don't know how to read and how to speak market's language, aka pure price action, with anything on the chart, clean chart, we have no business in trading. We will lose money. And I'm saying this for your sake, for your own bank account, for your own capital. If you do not know how to read and how to speak market's language, price action, candlestick, bars, call it whatever you want, you have no business in trading. This is why I have developed the only true translator. Why? Because it translates everything that the market is trying to tell us to the future, not lagging indicator. This is not an indicator. This is a translator for future price action. Look at Google, still inside the yellow zone. So I know once price is inside the yellow zone, and it doesn't matter what I'm trying to trade or what time frame I'm trying to trade, or if I want to go long or short, I know that with this translator, the FTI version 5, when price is inside the yellow zone, it's a no trading zone. Amazon, 2 consecutive dojis, super tight price action, nothing much on Amazon. This is your stop loss, the green line. It's your stop loss. You don't have to break your head where to put your stop loss. You don't have to ask anyone on social media where should I put my stop loss? The FTI version 5 gives you your stop loss. Just follow it. This is the most accurate, with up to 85% accuracy. I'm translating price action, translating the market's language. Think about candles, price action as the alphabet of stock market language. Unit translator, right? FTI version 5. Nvidia closed Monday's gap, still above the yellow zone, still above buy signal, still above the green line, inside uptrend. So for now, what does it mean about Nvidia? Uptrend until proven otherwise. Netflix moving sideways, 553 holding a support, 580 super tough resistance, long continuation above the 580, and then ask yourself, what if Netflix will break above the 580? We will see 611 and then 660 area, 650 area, breaking below the 555. We will meet the yellow zone as support, breaking below, closing the weekly below the, and inside the yellow zone, this gap, the earnings gap, will get filled. Everything is Fibonacci. Everything is trend lines based on Fibonacci. Risk management, one click away. FTI version 5, the only tool that you need on your chart. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, like, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell because we are going live every day, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, pre-market preparations. Until then, stay safe.